So, I attempted to draw my life. Believe it or not, but LPS and YouTube have made such a big impact on my life, and I want to tell you about it. I'm just gonna warn you that there is content in this video that younger viewers might not be able to handle, so watch with your own risk. I was around 4 or 5 years old when my mom bought me my first few sets of LPS. In elementary school, I would bring my favorite ones in a cute little drawstring bag and take it to play with my friends during recess. In the 5th grade, I made a YouTube channel and filmed my LPS with a crappy flip camera. I made LPS videos, but they were pretty sucky. My videos had no background music, terrible editing, and I sounded like a chipmunk. Eventually, I grew out of LPS and gave them all away. In the 7th grade, the school gave us a lesson on how everyone has a digital footprint, meaning what you post online will be online forever. At this point, I remembered about the channel that I made, and as soon as I got home, I signed into my YouTube channel, and I was going to delete it. But to my surprise, YouTube wanted to offer me a partnership. This meant that they would pay me to make videos. So I watched a bunch of LPS videos and became interested with LPS again. I began to film videos with my iPad. My subscriber count skyrocketed from 100 subscribers to 1,000 to over 10,000. I used my earnings to buy a new camera, studio lights, and my very own computer to start editing with. By the 8th grade, things went downhill. I had 4 best friends. We were pretty close, or so I thought we were. One of them found out about my YouTube channel and told the rest of our little group. Another one of them posted about it, all over social media. Her intent was to humiliate me, and it worked. Soon I received hate and death threats from people I didn't know, people who I thought were my friends, and from anonymous people. I received some pretty nasty messages, such as the ones here. And there were people who were brave enough to not be so anonymous. They posted videos on social media of themselves mocking my LPS videos. And they laughed, insulted me, and everyone in the comments would laugh and insult me too. Soon, I began to lose my friends, one by one, until I had no one. When everyone found out about my channel, I cried for 2 days straight until my eyes were burned and swollen. At this point, I became depressed. I stayed in my room. I was too afraid to go to school, and I was too scared to even face my computer and look at my YouTube channel. I was ashamed of it. By the 9th grade, I met 2 new people who I called my best friends. They already knew about my channel and told me that they supported me. I still received hate from people, except they would tell my 2 best friends instead of me. They would make fun of me in front of them, insult me in front of them, and my friends would run back to tell me. I shrugged it off in front of them. But behind closed doors, I poured my eyes out. I was still depressed and humiliated. By the end of 9th grade, my 2 best friends all of a sudden began to avoid me. They would walk the other way when I walked towards them. They didn't respond to my texts either. At this point, I knew that they no longer wanted to be associated with me. To this day, I still don't know why they did that. Maybe it was because they truly didn't support me like they said, or maybe it's because it was too embarrassing to be my friend at the time. This made my depression worse, because at this point, I truly had no one. No one to sit with at lunch, no one to talk to, no one to hang out with on the weekends, no one. Since my depression got worse, I began to do bad things to myself. I would hurt myself, insult myself, and keep myself secluded from everyone, including my family. I became antisocial. It got so bad that sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night crying so hard that I couldn't breathe. I felt worthless. I didn't want to live anymore. But for some reason, I kept pushing on. By the 10th grade, I walked into school on the very first day with no friends at all. For some odd reason, I had built up the courage to talk to a random boy who was in the 11th grade, who I knew nothing about, but I thought he was cute. I don't know what built up that courage, since I convinced myself that I was worthless and that no one wanted to be my friend, but throughout the school year and throughout 10th grade summer, we grew a very close bond. He became my best friend and my boyfriend. He helped me during my depression. On those nights when I would wake up crying, drowning in my own tears. I was still haunted by the torment and the bullying. Because of everything I went through, the 4 girls exposing me, the cyberbullying, and the 2 friends who all of a sudden started avoiding me, it was hard to open up and to trust people again. But when I could completely trust my best friend, my depression washed away. I was happy. By the 11th grade, I walked into school on the first day with only one friend, my best friend. It wasn't until then that I told him the big secret about my YouTube channel and everything that I went through because of it. He told me that he already knew about my YouTube channel, and to be honest, it completely shocked me, but at the same time, it didn't, because I knew that everyone knew about it. I just kept trying to convince myself that nobody knew. Anyway, when we talked about my YouTube channel, he told me that he looks up to me, that he wishes he could do what I could do, and that I'm a strong person, and I agree. I am a strong person. To this day, he helps me build my LPS sets, he supports me, and he isn't embarrassed to be my friend. He is the bestest best friend that I've ever had. In fact, he is the only true best friend that I've ever had. Oh yeah, I had to show my principal my YouTube channel. I had to show it to him because I wanted to graduate a whole year early and to continue my passion with film. And also because my best friend / boyfriend was in the 12th grade, meaning that once he graduated, he would graduate first, I'd be all alone once I was in the 12th grade. So I graduated this year, a year early, in the 11th grade. I was supposed to graduate with the class of 2017, but because of my great accomplishment with my YouTube channel, I graduated this year with the class of 2016 and with my best friend. The cool thing is that I told some of my teachers about this little channel. They supported me too. One of them talked to me about the cyberbullies, sharing their personal experiences, and another one of them offered me an internship that worked with film. So you see, my life with LPS has been so crazy, but I don't regret it. I've learned so many things from it, such as real friends versus fake friends. I would never take it back if I had the chance to. Otherwise, I never would have met my best friend, my #1 fan, my best supporter. Oh, and the next time your parents try to tell you that making YouTube videos with LPS is a waste of time and money, tell them to think again. Thank you, Mom, for supporting me all the way through this roller coaster ride, through my journey with LPS and through my journey with depression and high school drama. I love you. Thank you to my younger sister for helping me come up with skits and ideas, for sticking out for me, and for being such a great supporter. I love you. Thank you to my best friend for staying true, for supporting me, helping me build props, and for accepting me for how I truly am. I love you. And thank you guys for continuing to support my LPS channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching and sticking with me throughout the years.